Hi guys. So, this is Supermarket Sweep, a show that many people may or may not remember. I personally remember because I watched it all the time. It's on Netflix right now. They've got episodes of it on YouTube. But it was a game show from like the late 80s, early 90s, and a pretty simple concept. You see, they're in a grocery store, and they would answer food or grocery based questions. They'd have a chance to go into the store after a question, pick up said item. The faster you do it, the more time you get at the very end. And it was a pretty interesting, easy concept to get. So, what do you get when you take this beloved show and you put Leslie Jones into it? You get Supermarket Sweep 2020. That's right. A show that was perfectly fine. They didn't need to reboot, remake, is coming back with Leslie Jones as the host. Now, this is over there, you can see on the very far next to the people in red, that's David Rubrek. David was the host, and he's just a national treasure. He really is. He was the host from the beginning to the end, kind of like Mark Summers with Double Dare, which another great show. And I think, if I remember, it was him in, if you guys remember the Ninja Turtles, the Coming Out of Our Shells tour VHS. He was there, and he like called the Turtles a bunch of weenies because they weren't out trying to fight Shredder and all that. He was like, they were at Radio City Music Hall, and he's like, I guess in the basement area. There's like wires, and he's like, steaks, steaks. But yeah, national treasure, and they've got a little trailer for this. So now, of course, I've already seen it because they've been playing it on TV. But if you haven't, and this is your first time seeing it,
the classic 90s game show is back on the market.
Welcome to Supermarket Sweep!
It's fresher than the produce aisle.
We're gonna bring some heat to y'all tonight. It's game time, baby!
Faster than the self-checkout.
If you are a fan of people running around like they possess, you are in the right place.
And the stakes have never been bigger.
get it, steaks.
This is your time to shine. The team with the highest card total gets to play for $100,000 on your cards. Get set. Let's go. Game on. I love giving money away, especially when it ain't mine. Can I get your autograph? Where you want me to sign?
Hosted by Leslie Jones.
Hi, girl, it's Leslie hosting the show. Me and my sis gon' go.
Y'all are killing this game. I love it.
You won't believe what's in store.
We gonna need to clean up on all the aisles, because it's about to get nuts.
Supermarket Sweep premieres Sunday, October 18th on ABC.
So, that was Supermarket Sweep. I can't stand these freaking ads anymore. I really can't. So tired of these fucking ads. But the way it looks, it more like looks like woke market sweep. And people can say, well, what's the matter? You have a problem with a woman hosting? No problem at all with a woman hosting. In fact, they're bringing back, what was it? Not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Weakest Link with Jane Lynch. I have no problem with Jane Lynch. I think she's fucking hilarious. Leslie Jones, however, is loud, obnoxious, should learn how to keep her comments to herself, and the only reason people know her, for the most part, from what I know, is that horrible fucking Ghostbusters movie in 2016 and Saturday Night Live, which nobody watches anymore anyway. So, no, I don't have a problem with female hosts or anything like that. Fucking, what was it? I don't even remember her name, but from the original like who why do I keep saying Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Weakest Link, the original. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. She's fucking hilarious. I love her as a host. Like I said, Jane Lynch taking over. I have no problem with Jane Lynch. But Leslie Jones is not funny. She's just not funny. If you're going to have a host, you need someone who has energy, but not overblown too much energy. You want someone who is funny, who can, keep it fun and interesting. And, I mean, back in the 80s and 90s with David, he had a lot of cheesy, corny dad jokes and sometimes, but it was the time. Now it's just loud, obnoxious, just like 2020. Super woke. You see some of the people running around here. So it's gonna be super woke, I'm sure. Super woke at sweep. Damn. But it's just they're taking something that doesn't need to be remade or to come back, and they're doing it. Why? Why can't they just leave our memories and nostalgia alone? I get that. They're playing on nostalgia. They're gonna say, "Oh yeah, hey guys, you remember this awesome, great, amazing show? Well, it's back and improved because it's hosted by a black lady of color." Now, if it was another black female, I don't care. The color doesn't matter. But she's not funny. She's not fucking funny. That's like, like every day I watch The Price is Right. That'd be like if they replaced Drew Carey with some guy who is just not funny. The chemistry and how the show is portrayed is going to be completely different. It's like who's a guy in Hollywood who like Jim Gaffigan? I hate that fucking guy. I do not like. He's not that funny. But it'd be like if fucking Jim Gaffigan was fucking hosting Price is Right. It was just, it'd be that one voice he does. That stupid voice he does. Hot Pockets. So yeah, that's basically the equivalent of this. If you're gonna get someone who's funny. But I think the nostalgia is gonna wear off, and they're gonna see how fucking woke it is. It's like, wow, all these contestants certainly have something in common, don't they? And God help me if I once hear something like Black Lives Matter coming out of any of these fucking contestants, or Leslie Jones, or her saying something about fucking white people or some shit like that, because that's what she does. So God help us if they start doing that shit, like, oh yeah, you white people. But I have a feeling it's going to happen, and of course, because of the times, it's going to be perfectly fine. But here we are, Supermarket Sweep 2020, a show that didn't need to be remade. It was perfectly fine and perfect as it was, and they're remaking it with a loud, annoying, obnoxious host. If Jane Lynch could just take over this job too, that would be great. But anyways, it is what it is. Thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Soon they'll be remaking, Legends of the Hidden Temple. And all those other great TV shows. No. Anyways, bye guys.